Some footballers rely on speed. Others rely on strength. But one man controlled matches with nothing more than a football at his feet. And a mind that always seemed 2 steps ahead. His name was Zinedine Zidane. Welcome back to Football Frontier. Today we're exploring why Zinedine Zidane became one of the most unstoppable footballers in history and why, at his best, almost nobody could stop him. The first thing people noticed about Zidane wasn't his pace. It wasn't his physique. It was his elegance. Every touch looked effortless. Every pass felt perfectly timed. And every movement made the game seem slower. While everyone else rushed, Zidane stayed calm. That calmness became his greatest weapon. Defenders wanted chaos. Zidane created control. Whenever opponents tried to press him, he simply turned away. One touch. A quick spin. And suddenly the defender was chasing shadows. His famous roulette turn became one of football's most iconic skills. Simple to watch. Almost impossible to stop. Countless defenders knew it was coming. Almost none could prevent it. But Zidane wasn't just a brilliant dribbler. He saw passes that other players didn't even imagine. He could switch play with incredible accuracy. Slip a perfect through ball between defenders. Or deliver a cross exactly where a teammate needed it. He wasn't chasing assists. He was controlling the rhythm of the entire match. That's what made him different. Great players influence moments. Zidane controlled games. When he joined Juventus, he quickly became one of Europe's biggest stars. Winning league titles. Dominating midfield. Showing the football world that elegance could be just as powerful as speed. Then came Real Madrid. The Galacticos era. Surrounded by superstars. Ronaldo. Figo. Raul. Beckham. Yet somehow, Zidane often remained the player everyone watched. His first touch alone could silence an entire stadium. And then came one of football's greatest goals. The 2002 UEFA Champions League final. The ball floated through the air. Most players would have controlled it first. Not Zidane. He struck it perfectly on the volley. The ball flew into the top corner. A goal so beautiful. Many still call it the greatest Champions League goal ever scored. Moments like that defined his career. He never forced greatness. It arrived naturally. For France, Zidane became a national hero. The 1998 FIFA World Cup final. France against Brazil. The biggest match in French football history. Zidane scored twice with powerful headers. France won the World Cup. An entire nation celebrated. Years later, he almost did it again. At the 2006 World Cup. Even in his mid-30s, Zidane looked untouchable. Against Brazil, he delivered one of the greatest midfield performances ever seen. Every pass, every touch, every movement reminded the world why he was special. France reached another final. Although that final ended with one of football's most controversial moments. Nothing could erase everything Zidane had already achieved. Because greatness isn't defined by one mistake. It's defined by years of brilliance. Perhaps the biggest reason nobody could stop Zidane was because he never panicked. Football often becomes frantic. Crowds shout. Opponents press. Time disappears. Zidane remained calm. No matter the pressure. He always seemed to have one extra second. That extra second changed everything. It allowed him to see passes others missed. To escape defenders. To create magic. Many football legends have called Zidane one of the smartest players they've ever faced. His football IQ was extraordinary. He understood space better than almost anyone. He knew exactly where defenders wanted him to go. And then he went somewhere else. That's why even the world's best defenders struggled against him. You can't tackle what you can't predict. And Zidane was completely unpredictable. Today, his highlights continue inspiring millions of young footballers. The roulette. The first touch. The impossible passes. The iconic volleys. Because football has seen many great midfielders. But very few played the game with the same elegance as Zinedine Zidane. He didn't just play football. He made it look like art. That's why nobody could stop Zidane. Not because he was the fastest. Not because he was the strongest. But because his mind always reached the ball before anyone else. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Zidane is the greatest midfielder football has ever seen? Or who would you choose instead? Tell us your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football stories, legendary moments, and everything football. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.